Hi guys, welcome to Simply Scuba. Here we have the Mares Prestige SLS BCD. So this is a jacket style BCD with their new SLS integrated weight pocket system. Lots of little features all over it, make it nice and comfortable and very practical. Let's take a closer look. So starting up over your left-hand shoulder, you have a traditional corrugated hose inflator. So the hose goes down over your left-hand shoulder and leads to their ergo inflator. Very comfortable in your hand, very easy to use. Big red button is going to inflate your BCD, very easy to find and to inflate. Big grey button on the end is going to deflate the BCD. And you have that oil inflation valve as well, so you can blow it up even if you've run out of cylinder gas. Inside here, you're going to have a stainless steel cable, which if you grab hold of the inflator and pull it down over your shoulder, that's going to open up that dump valve over your shoulder. So that's a really quick way, especially when you're upright, to just dump gas so when you first go down. Underneath that, we have a pre-bent metal D-ring. So it's pre-bent, just makes it a little bit easier to get hold of it and sort of clip things off onto it. Underneath that, we have a swiveling joint on this sort of pinch clip. So on your shoulder straps, this strap can then pivot and then come in at sort of whatever angle is comfortable. Again, so it's not going to be digging in, it's going to stay nice and comfortable. Pinch clip, really quick and easy to get out, and a nice big tab on that to get yourself into the BCD. Across the chest, you have a one-way adjustment chest strap to hold those shoulder straps in position, pinch clip to undo that, and you also have an emergency whistle on this as well if you ever need to get attention when you're on the surface. Just below that, you'll notice we have a small plastic D-ring. So this is a handy position for your pressure gauge. You can clip it off onto that. Means that it stays nice and close to your chest, and you can just peep down and you can see it. So that's a handy place to clip that off to, but you can clip whatever you want off onto that. The backplate itself, as you can tell, is a monoplate. You have a pretty sturdy grab handle at the top, so you can carry your gear around. Very easy to get hold of that. You've got some padding as well, and the backplate continues all the way down and flares out towards your hips, just to maintain the shape of the BCD and sort of spread the weight of the cylinder so it's not all on your shoulders. Underneath your shoulder straps, we have some mesh material, so that's nice and comfortable, gives you a little bit of padding, also dries out very quickly in between dives, so if you're just diving in a rash vest, then those shoulder pads aren't going to be sort of wet and cold for the second dive. Over your right hand strap, you have a pull dump for your right hand shoulder dump. You have another pre-bent metal D-ring and that same swiveling pinch clip on that side. Okay, looking at the right hand pocket, you have a zippered pocket for sort of any accessories. The BCD is pretty much fully inflated at the moment, so you can't really see the size of the pocket, but it continues for most of this, so you can fit quite a few accessories inside of that. Just above it, we have another small plastic D-ring if you want to use an octo loop, but if you don't want to use an octo loop, we have this little cutaway there, so you can bend the hose and then push the hose of your octo into that. That way the second stage stays there in that golden triangle. It's still quick release and you don't need any special clips. This comes with Mares' SLS weight system. So you have this little sort of indicator panel. When it's green, you know that it's locked in position, and that's incredibly strong. You can almost pull a truck with that. Very strong, reliable mechanism. But if you grab hold of the handle and pull on that, it comes out very easy. Putting it back in, just as easy. Push the handle, the little indicator's red because it's not locked in position yet. All you have to do is push this red button on the end of the handle and that locks it in position. You have another D-ring just at the front. That's more for adjusting, keeping your jacket style sort of BCD, keeping those wings sort of nice and comfortable. And you have another D-ring down at the bottom for clipping things off onto. Traditional two-way adjustable waistbands, a nice big pinch clip in front of that, and you also have a Velcro cummerbund just to hold the BCD nice and comfy, stops it rolling around and really holds you in position. Over the left-hand pocket, you have knife attachment grommets. You can access these sort of through the pocket. If I unzip this, And then underneath that, you can sort of put a BCD knife onto that, keeps it in position, and you can never really forget it because it's always attached to your BCD. Again, another zippered pocket. You have that same sort of plastic D-ring as the other side, and a little loop as well that you can thread hoses into. Again, same sort of weight integration system on the other side, and that sort of plastic D-ring. Turning the BCD around, we'll see low profile shoulder dump. So if you pull that inflator down over your left-hand shoulder, this is where the gas is going to vent from. You have another low pressure, or a low profile, sorry, overpressure valve on that, but if you grab hold of that toggle on your right shoulder, pull on that, it's going to vent from there. Moving down, we have a nice big tank leash, so this will go over the valve of your cylinder and just act as a backup to your main cam band, which is a very traditional style. You've got the plastic cam band, nylon sort of webbing strap. The back plate has these little sort of rubber nodules, so these are going to hold onto the cylinder, stop it from sort of slipping down, and sort of hold it in position. And it's also concave as well, so that's going to help stop the cylinder from twisting from side to side. Flanking the cylinder on either side, we've got these trim weight pockets. So these are non-dumpable pockets. You've got a little pinch clip, and then just put some trim weight in there. So that way it's not all in front of you, it's not all on a belt if you want a belt as well. You can sort of move it up and either side of your cylinder. Clip it down, that's going to hold it in position. Down at the right-hand kidney, you have a little kidney dump, same as the top. It's an overpressure valve, but if you grab hold of that and pull down when you're inverted, it's going to dump gas from there. So all in all, a nice jacket style BCD, fairly tough material, makes it abrasion resistant. That jacket style gives you a nice big hug to hold you in the BCD nice and comfortable. Integrated weights means you don't have to wear a weight belt. That ergo inflator is really easy to use. This is the Mares Prestige SLS BCD. Thanks for watching and safe diving. We are an online dive store serving the UK and the world for all your diving equipment needs. So why not visit us at simplyscuba.com or click the box on your screen.